Alright, if you don't want to watch the video, hopefully I can give you a little summary. Alright, psychology. Uh, it's Latin for originally the study of the soul. Um, yeah, it's not a mental thing, it's a spiritual thing. Um, Today's definition of it is the science of behavior and mental processes. I like to focus on the word processes. It's a it's a sequence of events, right? It's a process that gets you from point A to point B. So that's what psychology is the study of, is how you get from point A to point B, which is I think is worth noting. Um Processes. Okay, I got that. What we call psychology can be tracked back to the 1600s. Um yeah, it's so it's been something that's been studied for a good amount of time. Um, and the formal study of it, the sequential study of it, if you will, started in the 1800s when science started. Um, Aristotle was the philosopher that first put the idea into words. Um, uh, was the first to decide it's more of a soul, a spirit, a spiritual uh, impact type thing instead of a logical, mental um, process. It's more of a spiritual process. Psychology thinking, believe it or not, it's more spiritual than mental. Um, it started the history of it started in 2,000 years ago. The Chinese, of course. Uh, the Chinese were the first to do psychological exams on um, on their politicians, believe it or not, um, on their politicians to see just how smart they are and the personality as well. These might seem like obvious things, but socially, people talk about what everyone can think about. So it's in the big picture, social events are very low IQ things. Um, it's something that everyone can participate in. So you can't really gauge someone's IQ based off their based off social interaction. Um, so that's the purpose of doing an exam of the IQ. That's the value of it, um, and personality as well. Right? It's right off the bat. It's very simple to say to make to say that you're going to make the right decision, right? That you're going to be make the right moral decision. But until you're given these abstract questions or these specific questions, I guess, right? The If there's two train tracks and there's a train coming to on one train track was five members of your immediate family. Train's going straight towards them. You can pull a lever that will guide the train onto a second set of tracks that has five different family members. That has um yeah, that has five groups of different family members. That has 25 people, five different families on the other set of train tracks. So would you save your family, pull the lever, and then five other families die, or would you sacrifice your family to save five others? Um, yeah, so that's the purpose of the personality exams is to see just where you're at, right? Get a better look on of who you are. Um, yes, the Chinese were the first to start that over 2,000 years ago. Kind of cool. Um, there's this Indian dude, I believe, Raji was his name. He was the first to study mental illnesses. He was a doctor, the first one to open up a psych ward, I guess, makeshift psych ward. Um, Razi in the early 1800s was the first to study mental illness and treat it as well. Um, the purpose of psychology, right? Why even think about it? Why is it a thought? Um, so I guess it's to answer existential questions. They're kind of silly questions because it's kind of obvious, but some of the existential questions that um, summons the topic of psychology are why are humans so bad to each other, right? Why do wars happen? Why do people torture each other? Why does why do people treat each other with such hostility? And I guess other more in in depth, like look inside yourself questions. Do we have free will? Do we decide what we want to do, or are our actions dictated by our environment? I'd say that our options are dictated by our environment, but we have the freedom to choose. That's well, that's all. That's all for today. I'll try to find a little bit more for you tomorrow. Bye.